Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have a few things to discuss with you today, and bear with me, this is going to be unedited. I've already retaken this maybe 3 or 4 times now, and I keep prefacing with this is going to be very raw, this is going to be very organic, very authentic, but every time I do something that's authentic or organic, I stop the film and I'm like, nope, this isn't going to do. This is just too messy. And I really need to work on that because perfectionism is such it's so crippling. It's prevented me from enjoying myself so many times in life. It's prevented me from completing so many different projects because of this ridiculous notion that what it is I do has to be perfect the first time it goes out. And the fact of the matter is, it doesn't. I am not a perfect human. I make mistakes, I stumble, and sometimes the cadence of my talking is not very graceful. And that's just the truth. So here it is, here's me, this is who I am, and maybe over time I'll become a little bit more graceful. But anyway, now that I got that out of the way, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is how this channel is going to be changing a little bit, and the realizations that I've had today around this change. So today and yesterday, last night, I've had 2 meltdowns. And when I say meltdowns, I mean like full-blown temper tantrums. These are episodes that I really haven't had in a long time, something that used to be very common for me in the past and isn't so much now. But they are telltale signs that I have not been paying attention to my needs. If I have this eruption and emotion, I've been suppressing a lot. That's what that tells me. So I have been doing a lot of suppressing in the last 2 days. I have been very frustrated, and when it comes to a head, I just explode, and it isn't pretty, and it isn't fun, and I usually feel like very drained afterwards, But earlier today, I was thinking about my life purpose and how I was somewhat frustrated with the fact that it just felt like I wasn't moving forward as much as I wanted to, as much as I was expecting to. And so I gave myself a reading after I did a meditation, after I cleared my mind. I gave myself a reading, and the reading revealed a lot to me. So much so that I actually started crying and felt this wave of relief wash over me, and this wave of understanding, and then also this sense of apology, because it was like, geez, Mason, you've been a little hard on yourself. You've actually been making progress. You just haven't been paying attention to the progress you're making because you're too focused on so many other things that don't matter. And I want to share with you those things that I've been focused on that don't really matter. And that is my life purpose. I know what my life purpose is now, but I kept reverting back to this thought pattern that your life purpose is your career, or it's the job that you're supposed to be doing, So I spent a lot of time, a lot of years trying to figure out what is it that I am meant to do for the rest of my life. And I just recently learned that my life purpose is so much bigger than a specific career or a specific job. My life purpose is to be of service to people. My life purpose is to help other people find their light, recognize their authenticity so that they can live in it every single day. And that life purpose can manifest itself in so many different types of jobs or careers or projects. But because I was so focused on these different facets that I wanted to express that purpose in, I ended up losing myself a lot and not realizing that I was actually focused on something that I really enjoyed doing, but wasn't putting enough focus into it to turn it into something even bigger. And that is creating these videos. I've been, I think for the last maybe almost 6 or 7 days, so almost a week now, I have been making a video every single day. And before that, I was making a lot of videos. So, I mean, since June 11th, I've been making videos pretty consistently just because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy getting in front of the camera and talking. And I've always enjoyed talking. I've always enjoyed sharing my insights and sharing insights that I feel helped me and in turn would help you, those of you that decide to watch this. But while I was making these videos, I was also thinking about how I could do coaching, and I was thinking about how I could do more readings for people, and I was thinking about how I could host workshops, how I could instruct yoga. I had so many different ideas that I was spreading myself so thin. Like I was like, well, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this. And then I would get overwhelmed with how much I wanted to do that I wouldn't do really any of it, not full on anyway. I would just give like a little bit to it, but it would leave me feeling exhausted. It was just like, what am I doing? That's how I often felt. It's like, what am I doing, and when am I going to finally see progress? Well, this leads me to, again, like I said, the realization that I had earlier today, which was I clearly enjoy making these videos, and I have been doing it pretty consistently, and I want to continue to do that more consistently, and I would actually like to focus specifically on this rather than all of those other ideas that I had come to mind, because I do believe those are very good ideas, and I have no doubt that a lot of them I will put into action at some point, but I have to start with something first. I have to start with one idea and then consider expanding later on, once this has taken up off the ground. Because as long as I keep trying to do everything at once, I'm really not going to get a lot accomplished. So I kind of wanted to share with you guys what I plan on doing here. I do plan on making a video every day for a while. I'm sure sometime in the future, as this grows, because I know full well that it will, but as this grows and gets bigger, I'm sure that will change a little bit. But in the meantime, while I don't have a lot going on in my life, I'm going to commit to making a video every single day. And there are at least 3 days in this week where I'm going to have a specific thing that I am focused on. On Tuesdays, I'm going to continue with doing general tarot readings. So I will be posting a tarot reading. It's going to be Tarot Tuesdays on this channel. So for those of you that enjoy the readings, I will be still doing that on Tuesdays. And then on Mondays, I don't know why I didn't do Monday before Tuesday, but whatever. On Mondays, I'm going to be doing Ask Me Mondays. So basically, I am going to be sharing on my social media stories that question box, so you guys can submit questions that you maybe would like clarity on, maybe advice that you're seeking that I might be able to offer some assistance or guidance on. Granted, I will go through the questions and determine whether or not I have the expertise to do that, But I just feel like that's a really good way for us to engage with one another, for you to know that I am here for you. This channel, what I plan on doing is for you. This is way more for you than it is for me. However, I really enjoy doing things for you. I enjoy doing things for people. And as long as you understand that all of this content is centered around you, that this is for you and for your growth, I believe we can build a really beautiful relationship. So we've got Mondays, Ask Me Anything, and then we've got, or not anything, like not anything. We'll have some limits, but this is if you're looking for advice on something, but we're not like asking really personal questions, about me. Well, I guess you could. Anyway, I guess we'll touch on that some other time. But Tuesdays, tarot, and then Saturdays, I'm going to do seat share Saturdays, which essentially is going to be me sitting down with a friend or a guest, and we're just going to have a conversation about a topic that I feel is important to touch on. Tomorrow I'm going to be actually starting that with a very close friend of mine named Sierra. She's very intelligent. She's got a beautiful business of her own. I will get all of that information tomorrow. She's a coach, and she's just incredibly inspiring. And when we have discussions, they are super fruitful. And we've had so many moments where we're like, geez, like, we should get this recorded. I've had that with so many friends, which is why I want to do seat share Saturdays, because I have so many beautiful people in my life that have great conversations, great ideas, and when we get to talking, I just wish there was a camera rolling because more people need to hear them. And that is what that day is going to be dedicated to. And I'm really excited about it. Eventually, I see this expanding into so many other venues, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. But right now, I'm just focused on putting energy toward that. And I hope you guys are, looking forward to it too, because, again, the whole mission here is to give you guys the tools that I've used in my life to make it better. And not only that, but to maybe expand some awareness around certain topics to alleviate some of that chaos that's going up in here during your days, and just offer something, light and bright for your soul to feed upon. So I believe for the most part, that's what I wanted to touch upon. I'm really, really looking forward to this. I'm really excited to finally commit to this channel. For so long, I put this off, and there are so many times where I started, like years ago, I think it was about 4 or 5 years ago, I was wanting to be on YouTube, and I started making videos, and then I fell off the bandwagon because I would get into this really toxic mindset of, I don't have the equipment, I'm not as good as this channel, I don't have the articulation that this person does, or I don't have the original ideas. And I'm finally at a point in my life where I realize that I am holding myself back with all of those narratives, and I don't need to compare myself. This is how it starts out. It doesn't start out with amazing equipment most of the time. It doesn't start out with, perfect ideas. It doesn't start out with cohesive sentences all the time, So this is organic. This is how it starts. And for those of you that are going to be here at the start of the journey, how awesome. You get to see the evolution of this and how it's going to turn into something really beautiful. I have a lot of faith in this, and I'm hoping that faith is tangible to you guys, so you know that this will turn into something really big, and we are going to grow together, and I am here for you. I am at your service, and I am so excited about that. So thank you guys for tuning in today. Welcome to the first video of this, I guess, pivotal moment on my channel, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Bye.